Hello, my name is Abby Latham, and I'm the owner of Abby's Real Estate Company. Um, while playing Monopoly and Principles of Accounting, I received the greatest profitability award, and this just means that my net profit outweighed my net expenses. Here I have a graphic organizer explaining the relationships between the General Journal, General Ledger, and Trial Balance. The General Journal just records all the transactions made in the company in chronological order, which then leads to the General Ledger that sums up all of the transactions in summary level information in all accounts. That then leads to the Trial Balance that contains all the information from the General Ledger, and then it prepares them to be entered into financial statements. Playing Monopoly and Principles of Accounting has taught me many things about the accounting world, including how it affects an accountant and their company personally, and how it affects the outside world. Some strategies that I learned while playing Monopoly was how to increase profit most efficiently, and that's to buy all properties of the same color. And once you buy all the properties of the same color, you can then invest in capital and purchase houses to put on the properties. Some things that I learned were that a lot of mistakes can occur when entering your transactions into your General Journal or General Ledger or anything in the accounting cycle. And some ways that I learned that you can fix them is to divide the difference in sums by 2 and look for that specific amount to see if you forgot to enter it in. Or you can divide your difference of sums by 9 and you can find a transposing error that way. At the end of the cycle, I learned how to conduct a vertical and horizontal analysis, which just helps identify trends within a company. And by using this analysis, I helped determine that my highest expense is a rent expense, and it accounts for 15.22% of my total expenses. And by looking at this, I can determine that I can lower my expenses, my total expenses, by lowering my rent expense. Also, by looking at this, I can see that my working capital is $3,283, which means that I have no liabilities, and it also means that if I ever acquired liabilities, I would have enough cushion to pay for them. While conducting these analysis, I also learned what a creditor, investor, and manager would like to see in my company, and I analyzed letters from all 3, and it allowed me to see that they would like to see a high return on sales percent, which mine is 77. So if an investor was looking into my company, that's something that they would look for. By learning about these different viewpoints, I also determined what I could improve in my company and what was a negative aspect. Although I learned about the numbers aspect of accounting, I also learned about many other things like internal controls. Internal controls helps shift the responsibility internally in a company, just like while playing Monopoly in my group, we all shifted the responsibility of being a banker. And then one other thing that I learned about is misconduct in accounting and how it can lead to investigations. This taught me the importance of a general journal and how I should always account for every single transaction, and how even though one transaction may seem minor, but it can lead to a whole investigation, and how it can lead to misconduct in the financial world, which can cause a trial in court and can cause an accountant to get in trouble. Thank you for your time.